Hello, hello, good evening. Welcome to tonight's stream of Dark Souls 2. Scholar of the First Sin Edition. I've played a little bit, but I didn't really make a lot of progress. I was more just kind of exploring and getting a feel for the game, you know? Which it's been a while since I tried the game, so I was a little behind on. Let me turn this down a bit, or at least for me, it's a little loud on my headset. I was a little behind on the last time I played. So, hey, good evening, Miss Coconut Tree. Good evening. I've always been curious about Dark Souls. It has a reputation for being very hard. This particular entry will do little to dissuade about that. I think the games are kind of hard, but they're hard in the sense of, like, for a lot of bosses, you tend to more just need to learn the pattern and learn the system. So, like, each game has their own kind of way of handling their upgrades. Has their own way that they do their, dodge rolls and all that stuff and attacks. This is the first game that introduced dual wielding. It's called Power Stancing in this game. This actually came back in Elden Ring to much acclaim. So for now, I'm trying this out with Power Stancing Broken Straight Swords, which are not very good, really. Broken Straight Swords are not a good weapon. But I started off as a Deprived, which is the lowest possible stats you can start out with. And I totally forgot where I'm going right now. I know I want to go to, I think, Forest of Fallen Giants. I think that's where I'm going, but I don't know where that is. Somewhere, eventually. Maybe this way. But as far as, like, if you're curious about getting into the series, I would say don't let that dissuade you, and I would say check out the latest edition and check out Elden Ring. The game has a lot of great mechanics to kind of mitigate difficulty. There are people who will say the game doesn't have a difficulty selection, but really with a game like this, you change your difficulty by how you choose to interact with it. So, like, for example, with me using these really bad weapons, this is making it a little harder than it should be. And there are other weapons that you can have. There are other things that you can do, or things that you can choose not to do. Yeah, Elden Ring does a great job because not only, does it have kind of the things that are in place before with regards to... Oh yeah, I forgot you're here. Last time I really played this game, I was playing the original version, the vanilla version of this game, which has completely different enemy placement. Hi there, buddy. I got two guys on me, huh? Ooh, what did I get? Got some gloves. But with the new game, there's a lot of ways to make it easier. There's this system called the Spirit Ashes, which allows you to call in basically kind of like a friend to help you out. Not a real friend, that is called... Hello, Tux. Welcome in. Hello, Hammer Gang. It's hammer time. I do not have the strength yet to do hammers. I am very weak. I started off with a deprived character, so I do not have much going on me. So instead, right now, I am dual wielding broken straight swords. Can I sit yet? Can I not sit? Why can I not sit? Am I still in combat? I just realized that I can't sit at the fire. Oh wait, I realized why. Huh. It's been a long time since I've played a proper Dark Souls game. I forgot that there's the second pause menu. And it's been even longer since I've played this version of the game. So hello Kaz, hello Drew, hello Kev, how are you guys doing tonight? Visions of Destroy. You know, it's funny, I've never played that far into this game. I've played insofar as, what's it called? Haid Tower of Flame. Like, I've done Forced to Fall of Giants, and I've done Haid Tower of Flame, and I got up to the point of pissing off the Way of Blue guy. And I just killed that guy in my last time I played this game. And then I just kind of gave up there, because I was just like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to move on. Oh, these are people who have missed. So what's funny is I've seen more of this game than I've actually played, just because that's kind of how it happens. How do you remember only the DLC? I mean, the DLC has some of the more memorable stuff in it. Ooh, I got a halberd. Can I use a halberd? Oh. This is so weird playing this on PS5. The pause button is actually the touchpad. Can I use a halberd? I cannot. That is way more stats than I have. I think my stats right now are what again? Yeah, so I've got 8 strength, 7 dex, 11 adaptability. I need to get more adaptability still. There's one bird butt person. The bird butt person is the person that actually transmogrifies your boss souls to weapons in this game, I think. Isn't it? Was it, their name is like Ornifax, I think? So, like, I have, like, vague impressions of this game from a distance for at least some parts of it. Oh, I haven't. Hold on. There we go. So when you power stance, you need to hold down the triangle button, and they will change their grip slightly. Power stancing? Not power stancing. And the drink is very slow in this game. This game is probably the most deliberately difficult as far as just kind of making things less likely to help you out. See? Just like that. But that was also just because I wasn't paying attention. So this game has like the slowest heals pretty much of any of the games. Your healing is actually affected by your agility, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, what am I doing? Hold on. I've been playing way too much Zelda. But at least with this game, there's at least that nice, like, early Dark Souls buffer. Oh well. And the fun thing with this game is that as you die more and more, your health gets lower and lower because you hollow in this game. Which is at least somewhat of a throwback and somewhat reminiscent of Demon Souls. Because in that game, you also... Like, when you die, you'll go into what's called spirit form, and you will have half of your health. Wake up, asshole. And, of course, you always have to grab your souls, otherwise you lose all the money that you've made, which was all of 400 souls for me. Not really doing much right now. This game also has a lot of unique mechanics. Like, this is the only game where you can actually get the enemies to open doors for you. At least in certain specific spots. So I'm not sure if this is one of those or not. Let's see. I don't think it is. I think that's actually a shortcut point. See, do anything here? No, just you. Wow, that was fast. This is the one with the cat. This is the one with the cat. Sweet Chalaqua is in this game. Yeah, there's gonna be this version of this area. I forgot. So we got the turtle guy here already. Yeah, there's turtle guy. Okay, turtle guy, come on. You're not gonna swing at it? Okay, fine. This game is very busy with its enemies. That's what I wanted him to do earlier. To be fair, the cat is also in DS1. That's a different cat, though. I think Sweet Chalaqua has a little bit more personality to her. Actually, let's go visit Miss Chalaqua. She's a merchant in this game. I forget the name of the Cat Covenant person in DS1. I honestly never do the Cat Covenant stuff, so I don't really interact with them that very much.
Oh. Who are you again? No, I'm not serious. You do have a rather pleasant scent. The type I'm quite fond of.
So I wonder, does that mean that I smell like fish? And then she sells some nice rings.
Nothing suited you, I presume? Well, that's dismaying.
Do cats like the smell of mushrooms? I don't know. See, I wouldn't expect someone that looks like this to be smelling of catnip. I could see someone looking like this smelling like fish, though. Like maybe rotting fish. Like, it looks just a bit infected. Yeah, well, I started out deprived, so I have no fashion at all. It'll be just whatever I can get my hands on when I can. Oh yeah, and I believe this game also has the... Yeah, I'm sure he needs Tic Tac. So where did that other one come from? Did they walk up from, like, down here, or... Is there anyone coming from there? No. So then where did that other axe hollow come from? Weird. Anyways, the decrease on health continues. That hurt him too. Why did I do that? I tapped roll and I turned around to run. Woo! That was an early roll. And that was a queued roll. And now this guy's gonna kill me. Or maybe not. Though, what's Estus taste like? I always imagine it's like drinking a 9-volt battery. Alright, throw over here, please. Right here. Thank you. Dude, what was that? Did you lead your shot? Oh yeah, this game also has no iframes on the backstabs. That was fast. Yes, there will be many, many rips. I'm totally going to get to like 50% health. But I'm also not playing like super carefully or anything. Back to having Estus again though. I think the game would get a +1 on my review score if there were iframes on backstabs and opening things. I could see that. Like, I feel the game really wants you to take your time just with everything. This game wants to be a very slow prodding game, which is fine. You do you, I guess. But my problem with it is just that, my problem with it is more like the controls tend to be really imprecise. Ah, they've gotten rid of so much of my barrels. I need those. Oh yeah, and also the tethering goes for a really long distance in this game. And the slow healing, so slow. Alright. How would DS2 feel at 1.5 speed? I would imagine you would be just as frustrated, but just more quickly. Because some of the problems with the game is more a matter of like how the controls actually respond and how they actually feel. Like the inputs just don't handle quite the same as it does in other games. Are you guys coming down here, or are you guys just gonna chill up there? That, and also could really do with like figuring out a better distance on this stuff, or like better spacing for your enemy encounters, and maybe make that spear attack slower. Because that spear attack is fast, and also it has spear range. Could you just imagine running to Sur Alon? Man. I think Sur Alon at 1.5 times speed would be kind of nightmarish. Like, I don't know, there are just certain things that just aren't really balanced very well in this game. And what's funny is you see more of the same in Elden Ring, but with a little bit more experience and a little bit better balance, really. That was me late on my roll. And that was me forgetting that it takes about 5 decades to recover in this game. No iframes. You can make it to his door, but you can't go through due to trash mobs. Well, yeah. But I mean, that's less a matter of the door, and that's just a matter of the fact that it's bad enemy layout to just, like, have so many enemies. Not only that, but have so many enemies that also tether to you so far. Bye. Okay, if you could just do what I need you to. Here, just blow me up. Here, blow me up. Can't even be cooperative in that sense. That is such a fast attack. And also you can see how long it takes for, like, the recovery animation to finish on the attack. Because that roll is buffered. So it's rolling as soon as I'm actually finished my attack animation. Why am I not actually hitting him? But I'm hitting... Can this game not handle, like, counting two things being hit at once? Or is it just canceling my animation? Oh, it's canceling my animation off the root. That's weird, because I could swear in the other games, doesn't it still count a hit if it's within the same box for the Clank? Like, I know I've clanked off of stuff before. Come on, please. Really? Just not gonna do it, huh? This game not good. Oh wait, do these work for that? Nope, they do not. Yeah, the melee is just really different than what was before and what was after, so. Yeah, I have been leveling adaptability. I even I looked up the breakpoints for adaptability and agility, so I know what they are. But, I mean, the thing is, it's not a matter of that. Adaptability doesn't change the fact that it takes, 20 years for you to recover from your attack animation. Like, the game is just built to penalize you. It's a game that focused too much on being hard rather than like balancing challenge with, a sense of overcoming it. Also, the pacing is really different in this game. Like, there's a lot of anticipation, and there's a lot of kind of like... There's a lot more, like, anticipatory attacks, where it's like, wind up, and then throw. Well, I mean, when you're using the binoculars, that's just a matter of, like, centering your aim, isn't it? Hey, maybe I should just have this guy come over here and do it. Hey, buddy, swing. Can you swing, please? Thank you. Nope. Actually, I'm gonna try to caster build. I won't because I hate this game, but I'll accept that as a plausible solution. You can hit well beyond a lock-on with the binocs. Yeah, well, isn't that basically like it just hits the thing that's in the center of the screen? So you use the binocs to line up to the center of the screen, and then you know where it's going to hit. So I don't have anything for that yet, so whatever. Really surprised at how much trouble the Molotov guy is being. Yeah, I thought wasn't he normally more of a sure thing to actually like hit the. How did that hit me? Oh, I'm dead. I forget just how long the drink is in this game. Because iframes on the dodge are really unintuitive. I mean, don't iframes on the dodge in this work the same way as in the other games? You have iframes as long as you're in the air? I mean, for me, I thought I was just, like, completely out of the way. It seemed like that hitbox was bigger, but I don't know. It could also be because I didn't see it too well in the dark. Which, hey, showing off that amazing lighting engine that they failed to get started in this game. So fast! Dude, Spear Guy is so fast. I completely, like, underestimate him every time. I will say, when I was talking previously about the furthest I got in this game, last time I tried playing it, I was playing vanilla version, which doesn't have nearly this kind of, like, trash mob placement. Okay. Guy? You want help? Guy? No? Okay. Spear Guy's so fast. Like, I swear the attack frames are starting on his attack before he even actually, before he actually puts the spear forward. Isn't it this room where I can do this? Although I should probably wait until I've cleared that up there, but maybe they won't. Simply don't get hit? Man. That is the solution, isn't it? Dodge all attacks. I was expecting to get a backstab in that. Dodging attacks. Shit. I need to write this down. I don't have a pen or paper. Or block. You know, normally for these games, I like to, if possible, run with a shield starting out. Just because it allows me to get used to the pace of it better. Because I can kind of see and feel the attacks and see where they're hitting. And then I'll normally move away from using the shield. But for this one, I wanted to start off with Deprived. I don't know why. I guess I wanted to get as much Dark Souls 2 out of this experience as possible. I don't know. I kind of expect this to be a game where I can't see shit. Haha. I expect this to be, you know, kind of like the other games where it's like, you know, you eventually hit a threshold where you get accustomed to how the game plays. Except for right there, apparently. I keep on trying to go for backstabs, and I shouldn't do that. And I see the other guy in the corner there. Cute expectation. Let me know if it works out. I was expecting that. Well, never happened. Yeah. Well, I think that the kind of saturation of enemies doesn't allow for that. Because rather than actually learning how to fight and learning how the game's mechanics work, instead you're immediately thrown into having, you know, multiple enemies coming after you, having, you know, an enemy with a very large attack, you know, as one of the first things that you're coming across. That can also trigger all of these traps around you. On top of all the other enemies there. That stab is so fast. First place I went to was Haid, which had a lot of 1v1s. Yeah. Maybe I should go over there. I don't know what I'm doing down here. I just want to kill these guys. Like, I have no good reason for doing this. Other than just, like, fuck you, I want to kill these guys. Has somebody dropped down yet? Nope. Okay. Pay quadruple price if I could figure out how to have fun with this game. It's just so close to being good, it's always disappointing. God. Is there a, like, I'm not really familiar enough with mods. Is there any way to be able to mod games to change values as far as like attack speeds and things like that? Because that's a winged spear. That's actually something that I would be interested in trying to do. Would be trying to like tune this game's combat. Just because the combat itself doesn't feel very well tuned. Like, it feels like it was trying to lean into... Oh, and for everyone watching, there's my soul memory. So if you want a free win at low level, go grab your Smurfs. Oh, I was out of stamina. Ha. You playing on PC? I'm playing on PS4, on PS5. Try hitting L. Yeah, I know. I have the power stance set up. Like, that's why I'm holding it like that. But also, I'm noticing that my power stance attack is really slow. And I spend like all of my stamina on just like 2 swings. Where with the R1, I'm getting a lot more swings out and spending less stamina on it. Dude, that windup is so slow. Like, And plus that, as a hollow, I should be doing a nice hollow flail with my broken straight sword. So many guys in here. Nope, stop that. What was that? You're still in your recovery. Why'd you attack there? Try hitting L1 and being good. Oh, man. Yeah, that's gonna take a minute. Hey, I got a shield. It's a wooden shield, though. Isn't this... Did they blow it up already? Oh, wait, I've got a firebomb. Oh, wait, I'm gonna go up there and get stabbed immediately by the speared guy. Hey there, Pete.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself.
If DST was a real FromSoft game, it would have had patches. Ooh. That one, FromSoft game or a Miyazaki game? I forget. Has Patches been in a non-Miyazaki game? Because I know he was in an Armored Core, but I thought that was 4, which Miyazaki did. Heard it. Heard that shit. You and your fast ass spirit. He's trying to kill me, motherfucker. Yeah, but was Patches in Armored Core other than 4 though? I thought he was in the Miyazaki one. That was just bad on my part. I probably should have started out with, what's it called? I forget, it's the Merchant, I think? Or the Explorer class, or whatever it is. The one that actually starts out with the decent amount of adaptability. Anyways. I do have a firebomb now. It's not equipped. I forgot. Let's... Real kick in the balls is casters don't even need to waste points in adaptability because attunement gives agility. Attunement gives agility at a much lower rate, doesn't it? Like, you get a little agility, but not a lot. The funny thing is, I have all the space, but at the same time, I do not have enough time to heal. Which I think that's probably the worst thing, is like, they've made healing so bad in this, that like, even with like basic trash mob hollows, you need to put basically about a half mile between you and them before you can actually heal. Because like you do the drink animation, then you gulp, then you swallow, then you actually digest it, and then somewhere during the digestion process, then the heal actually hits. Hey there, buddy. Oh, I forgot to equip the thing. Also, this guy really does have like the wildest halberd animation I've seen as far as like attacks go. Like, what is that? Like a 3 or 4 hit like attack chain for a halberd? In some ways, it's better to think you don't have Estus and just abuse life gems. That's useful when you can afford life gems. I am way too early and way too scrubby to be doing that. Which is funny because you would think you would want to be having life gems to accommodate for being scrubby. So fast. You and your shield. The delay on that. Oh yeah, I've used my last life gems too. I need to buy more if I'm gonna do that. I'm dead. I knew I was dead there. I was hoping I would back into the ladder and be able to grab that. Welcome in, dragon. It is indeed hammer time, and I am the nail. Actually, before I do that, let me actually remember to put on the firebomb and save me like the extra like 3 seconds of going around all this. Okay, I'm just gonna do this here. Done. You again. What is that aggro range? Well, hey, at least I dropped my 0 souls right here, right by me. Why do you have your shield up for an R2? Like, how do you get an attack where you get to have your shield up for an R2? Like, your shield is no longer against your body. You've got your, like, chest wide open as you're reaching back. Why are you able to block that? It's not how shields work. Anyways, we're here. Let's see if I can do this cheese. Okay, I saw the bird. Now I need to go back and sit. And sit. And shouldn't I have the blade, sort of the was it Ring of Blades now? That's always been a seer. I thought it was only with the R1 style attacks, like with pokes. Like I know with spears with pokes you can like hold up a shield and like poke with it, but that was a full-on like wind up spear behind his back and swinging. It's not the same. Anyways, I think I messed up the cheese. I didn't get a ring, I don't think. Yeah, I fucked up the cheese. Whatever. Can I even try that again after that? I don't think you can. I think that's something you do once, and then if it doesn't work... Because it's like you do like that. Pursuer's one and done, yeah. Simply pursue better? That is so fast. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm repeating myself on that, but... Nice dodge. Yeah, I know. You've got... And I thought I was dead there. I'm dead now, but I thought I was dead before, too. Yeah, that is a nice touch, that they continue to attack the giants. Which, I mean, the giants turned into trees, so, I mean, it would make sense. So, question is it one and done per try, or, like, one and done permanently one and... Well, I fucked this up anyway, so it's done again. I think it's one and done permanently. It's like, saved after that, right? That encounter just doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. You know what? I'm remembering that I gotten that spear. What is that? 11, 18. Is there anything that I can actually use right now other than, like... I can't even use the short sword. I can use the dagger or what I'm using right now. Everything else requires too much of everything that I do not have. Bonfire acidics might affect it, though. I could see that. Like, bonfire acidics do, don't forget dual-handing double strength. It's 50% more. Because you're adding one hand. So yeah, it's 50%. Unless this game does it differently. But yeah, which I have, like, 7 strength, I think? 8 strength. Okay, so I can do a 12 strength rec weapon. With 7 dex. So I can't even use the Morning Star. DS2 200 is a full double? So then this will actually work. But if you unequip the second sword, you use less stamina per attack roll. That lighting drop was so sudden. Yeah. Shouldn't this... Yeah. So this version has the invisible guys here. Which is actually a really cool addition. Like, this game has a lot of really cool ideas. The problem is that the combat and the actual, like, tactile gameplay part of it kind of sucks. But, I mean, the game has a lot of really cool ideas. Just all the combat planning is awful. 20%, 10% less equals 10% less stam usage. Okay. The game is great, besides the fact that it exists. Besides the fact that it's horrible. I can see that too. I mean, I think the game really does have a lot of great ideas, and there's a lot of things in this that I would love to see come back in future games. Like, I would love to see bonfire, like some kind of bonfire acidic in Elden Ring. Although I'm not sure how they would handle that in there, since it is an open world. Also, can I make this jump? I forget. I think this is the only place you can, like, do this jump. Although the other question is, can I make this jump? You know, those are two distinct questions. There's, can I make this jump? And then there's, can I make this jump? They're not always the same. Yeah, I'm dead. Easily has the best plot of any of their games. This one? This game has a plot? I need to get used to the timing for this, that way I stop doing the jumps. Alright, lock me in. What's in here? Oh no, it's a trash mob! How is this any different than what I was doing before? With Vendrick and Aldia and the Curse and all, it's genuinely great stuff. You tie acidics to map fragments. Yeah, I would assume that the acidics would be tied to, like, basically kind of, because the map is already, like, broken up according to kind of difficulty scaling, right? So the maps are already in those fragments. I'm just kind of curious, like, how cleanly that would come off. Oh no, I'm locked out. Pate, help me.
Well, I see you managed to escape.
Of sorts.
I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there.
I disagree and say TS2's plot is garbo. It has good plot points of lore, but the narrative is barely held together even for a Dark Souls game. Well, I obviously have not gotten far enough to be talking about narratives, so. Fast climb. Chicka, 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 chicka. I don't know why I'm about to run and jump this. I can just plop down and get back. Mahler's response to Matthew Matos's defense of Dark Souls 2. Is that the, like, 8-hour essay that he did? I forget, was it 8 hours or was it like 14? Yeah, 8 hours, yeah. I've looked at that before. I haven't sat through the whole thing, though. Not yet. But I've definitely watched it, at least in part. Although I think I kind of lost focus on that video because I think at the time he was just, like, doing a comparison between Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1. And I was like, I think... Oh, nice. I actually did the jump. Oh, nice. More torch. Although it doesn't matter in this game. Or I should say it doesn't matter in this game for what I was thinking of. Because I always want to light all the torches in the things betwixt in the tutorial area. But that doesn't matter in this game because for whatever reason they put the person there that's petrified. So you can't actually access the entire tutorial area yet. Did I hit their shield there? Is that why they didn't stagger? I watched it at double speed for most of it. Okay, yeah. I still haven't, like, gotten to the point of doing that with videos. And also, the Mauler video is a bit dry. Like, I will say I've watched some videos that are like fairly lengthy like that, you know, but that's mostly like Tim Rogers videos, and those, you know, have the Tim Rogers sense of humor on it, so that kind of helps the time fly by on those. Here's a question: can I range this? No, I cannot. So, can I just not use this at all? Will I just, like, look at it kind of dumbfoundedly? Oh, wait, I forgot. No, you're right. You said this is double. I'm sorry. I keep on forgetting that. Sorry, I'm so used to the standard established by the other games. But I don't have any bolts anyways, so it doesn't matter. Unlock your camera when fighting multiple enemies. Cough, like text, but... I thought I was unlocking my camera. I thought I wasn't locked on that one. Maybe I was. Normally I'll switch back and forth just because, like, a lot of these games tend to be very... tend to be very weird about the aiming of the attack, so I'll normally lock on just to get my character centered and then unlock when I want to, like, move or... unlocking isn't as much of a cure-all as people would make you believe, especially with such short-range weapon. Well, I think the thing about unlocking is just that it helps with... Have I said yet that that spear guy attacks really fast? Because he really does. Yeah, well, the problem is the math problem of, like, speed versus the speed that they have. So it's like, with an attack this slow, I need to get a lot more, like, stagger off on an enemy. Unlocking can be helpful for movement around. In DS2, you don't roll around enemies. You roll where you're holding the stick. Mailbreaker, totally worth it. Yeah, yep. Let's see, can I put enough distance to actually drink? The answer is sort of. Just looking at the door, looking at the fog wall, I'm like, that's not gonna work. All right, let's see. That was enough distance. Hey, it's that whole horrible situation between celebrities. Wait, was my R2 faster than my R1 there? Hold on. Is it me, or does the R2 seem about the same speed but with a quicker recovery? Weird. This game laughs in the face of fairness. I mean, this is also the game where they were thinking people just like the hardness for the sake of the hardness. And so they're like, well, if we make things unfair, then it'll be really hard. Oh, it's all of you guys. Hi there. Okay, that was the button for it. Well, I mean, a lot of that is a matter of, like, it's comedy. Like, the game is serious and has a lot of serious, topics, and, the story is serious, but at the same time, it's comedy. So, like, when you die, the thing is that it was comedy. It was something kind of comedic in how it was done. Or something where it's like, okay, clearly I did something wrong here. I can fix this. Whereas with this game, it tends to be a little bit more just like, hey, we throw about 5 enemies at you at once. All of those enemies require about 4 hits or more to kill. And they all have 3 to 4 hit attack strings. Come on, guys. I need you to not lead your throw. And also, just like the speed of things, too, is just kind of off. And I don't mean that just from the sake of, like, the game is slow. I mean that from the sake of, like, the balance between your attacks and the enemy attacks. Like, look at this. Like, I have to hit this trash mob guy 4 times. 3 times. DS1 is slow but feels good. Yes. I even like Demon Souls War. That's going places. I mean, I feel this game takes a lot more inspiration from Demon Souls than it does from Dark Souls 1. Like, even how you roll in this game, to me, looks more like a Demon Souls roll than a Dark Souls roll. Like, it's a lot lower to the ground, and it's a lot more compact. Whereas a Dark Souls roll, you got that kind of, like, bounce to it, and it's more like a running somersault. Whereas this is kind of like a tumble on the ground, almost. But I think it's a matter of, like, the number of hits it takes, and also just, like, enemies are so much faster than you in this. Like, that spear attack is... Can't say enough just how fast that is. Like, just absurdly fast. And if you're trying to do... Like, look at that. Oop. And then there's also that the enemies get pushed back like that too, which is also not good. It doesn't allow you to continue your attack strings. And it leads to a lot of, like, really needing to anticipate when you're going to swing. Because you have to compensate for not only how slow your swing is, but then you also have to compensate for how fast they attack. There's just so much flourish on that attack. Like, look at all that extra movement on that. Like, it might be more realistic, but I don't play games for realism, if I may be, like, completely frank about it. I play games to play, like, stuff that feels good when you do inputs, you know? I like to press buttons. Which is also why I like Street Fighter. Pressing buttons is good. Nani? You play games for fun? Scrub shit. Yeah, I hear that. Didn't even realize I had another life gem. Let's use the drink first, since we actually have time. Oh. So yeah, like, part of stuff like this is just a matter of getting accustomed to the game's pace, you know, the speed of your weapons, etc., 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 and so on and so on. But when you have big mobs like that, you don't really get the chance to do that. Oh, there's this horrible effect. Pro tip, heals stop healing if you get to max HP. Do they? So you want to use life gems at high HP if you want to keep the regen going. Oh yeah, I remember this. And I remember... Wait, that was... Okay. I did not expect the slow-moving hand to be an attack. I was expecting the attack to just be in the lead hand. What he's trying to say is to use the life gems, basically at a certain level to keep the regen aspect of the life gem going. So in that sense, is it like Elizabeth Mushrooms where doesn't Elizabeth Mushrooms also do the same thing where they do that kind of heal over time thing? But I don't know if the mushrooms continue after you reach max HP. And I'm assuming that's kind of what you mean with this, is that the life gem will have the uptick of health so long as you don't hit the max HP. But then once you hit max HP, it stops. I don't know, I don't use consumables. Oops. Oops. I need to watch my stamina. Okay. Doing the amygdala thing there. Kin of mine is returning to slumber. Have a great stream. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming out. I managed to not completely scrub my way through that and actually beat it in the second try. Oh wait, what am I doing? I can just homeward from here, right? Yeah, I've got 7. Need to be spending these.